Hi everyone, good evening. Uh, we're gonna learn a story that comes from the Bible because the Word of God says in Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So, itong aking anak na si Iya ay tuturuan natin ng mga Bible story. Nang paglaki niya ay ma-inlove siya kay Lord. Okay? So, ang babasahin namin ngayong gabi ay about the creation. Oh, come on. This is the Old Testament. The first day. First day. Yeah. From Genesis, in Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 to 5, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. At first, it was empty and dark. But God gathered up the light and called it day. Then He gathered up the darkness and called it night. God was watching over everything. What do you think God did next? What do you think God did next?
Sky.
Yeah, the second day, God created
The sky.
the sky and the ocean. So on day 2, God divided the air from the water. He put some water above the air and some below it. He named the air sky. The next day, God made something many children like, especially in the summer. Can you guess what it is?
Trees and rocks.
Oh, yes. The third day, in Genesis chapter 1, verse 19 to 13, on day 3, God was busy. He made puddles and ocean and lakes and waterfalls and rivers. He made the dry land ground too. Next, He made plants. He made so many different kinds of trees, flowers and bushes that no one could count them. God said His work was good. Wow, God made so much on that day, but can you guess what was missing? Can you guess what was missing?
Trees and moons and stars and skies and leaves and snows and trees.
Oh, it's a season. And the fourth day, Genesis chapter 1, verses 14 to 19, on day 4, God put the sun in the sky to warm the earth. He saw that the night was very dark, so God put the moon and the stars in the sky. Then God made spring, summer, fall, and winter. All that He made was good. So God made the seasons, like rainy seasons, like summer seasons, like falling seasons, and the spring season. So next, God made fluffy fun things. Let's see what they were.
Daddy, was there fruits there earlier?
Yeah, that's just a key. The fifth day, in Genesis chapter 1, verse 20 to 23, on day 5, God made starfishes, octopuses, whales, and turtles. He made fast little fish for rivers and slippery big fish for the ocean.
What about sharks?
Yeah, including sharks. He made big birds like eagles to soar in the sky and zippy little birds like hummingbirds. He made birds in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Which bird do you think is the prettiest? Which is the strongest?
flamingo.
Oh, you remember this kind of bird? It's a flamingo.
Flamingo.
It's a pink one.
But I like the rainbow one.
Yeah, that's a parrot.
Parrot, but
Yeah, that's a parrot.
and he have that too.
There's a
think-
kingfisher. Fish
It's
hunter.
it's so cool.
There's a hummingbird. Yeah. The sixth day, in Genesis chapter 1, 24, verses 24 to 31. On day 6, God made the animals. Puppies, cows, horses,
What about
kitties,
bunnies?
bears, lizards, mice, worms, and lots more. Everything was
You
good,
didn't-
including the bunny.
You didn't see the bunny earlier
Yeah.
in the farm.
Mhm.
This is a farm, Daddy.
But something was still missing. There were no people. So God made some, and when He made them like Himself. He made them so they could be friends with Him. So, where do you think the first people lived?
And Joseph's farm.
In Adam and Eve's farm. So that's the garden. Everything was set in the garden. Adam and Eve. Genesis chapter 2, verses 1 to 5, and verses 15 to 22, and chapter 3 to 20. God named the first man Adam. God put Adam in a beautiful garden. He gave him all the animals. He gave him all the fish and the birds too. Then God gave Adam one more thing. God made a woman to be Adam's wife. Adam named his wife Eve. On this event, God rested from all his work.
I want to see.
Something bad was about to happen to earth, on the earth.
I want to see.
Okay.
I
So?
got fruit. I got mushrooms.
That's the story ends. Because the sneaky snake we're gonna talk it about tomorrow. So what did you learn about the creation? Did you remember what God made everything?
Eggs.
Can you remember? In this 6, what God made?
Horses and bears and mice and mouse and kittens and cows and horse and rabbits.
In day 5, what did God make?
Flamingo. I remember that again. Flamingo, what's this bird?
That's a raven.
A flamingo bird, raven bird.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of eagles, owl.
I don't know what.
That's a parrot.
Flamingo. What's this again?
Raven.
Raven, parrot, fish, bird.
It's a hummingbird. It's an owl. It's an eagle.
Wow.
And the octopuses.
What about
and
this?
the whales.
What's
and the
this
turtles.
What's this name?
I don't know that kind of bird. Did you remember what the 5th day God created? It's all this. It's a fish in the ocean and the bird in the air.
And now
How
another.
about the 4th day?
Snow
Snow,
falling,
fallen,
trees,
winter,
winter,
and spring.
spring,
And spring.
and
And-
sun,
And sun
and moon.
and moon. God put the moon and the stars in the sky. So it is the 4th day. So what did God created in the 3rd day?
Flowers, leaves, trees. What is this called?
It's a bushes.
No, this one.
It's a trees.
But it look like what is snowing, like the snow's coming. Here is a Christmas tree.
Like a Christmas tree, you remember it. On day 3, God was busy. He made puddles and the oceans and lakes and waterfalls and rivers. He made the dry ground too. So God is so busy in that very day. So what did God created in the second day?
Skies.
Sky and water.
Yeah.
And there's a water also in the air.
No, that's a snow water.
And the clouds is carrying the water. So without the clouds, there is no water. If there's a cloud, there is a water in the air. So that is the second day. He named the water surface seas, and the water in the sky
Entopia.
air.
What is
Utopia.
what
What
is
did God made in the first day?
what's Entopia's name?
Oh, that's not a name. That's I think.
A movie?
Utopia.
What is her
Utopia.
name?
No, don't fish. We're gonna have the last one. What God made in the first day?
Sun,
It's
Earth,
it's light
light,
and
moon,
he gathered up the darkness and
darkness,
called it night.
night.
So, what we learn tonight is the seventh day of God creation. What did God do in the seventh day?
Are we gonna bring this to the church later?
Not later, maybe this coming Sunday. Now, in the seventh day, what did God do in the seventh day?
We didn't finish all of this.
Huh?
We didn't finish all of this.
No, I said
Wait, I saw a
God says in the
I
seventh
saw a
day.
bunny.
No. God said in the seventh day He rested. So
What happened to
the
it?
end. Yay! Thank you. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.